Great to have you with us. So home ownership across Queensland is set to become easier for thousands from today, with the state government set to reveal one of the most generous shared equity schemes in the nation. Under the plan, the government will invest up to 30% equity for new builds and 25% for existing homes, up to a value of $1 million. Applications are expected to open late this year. For more, let's bring in Queensland Premier David Crisafulli. Great to have you with us. So you're kind of replacing the bank of mum and dad. The government becomes the bank of mum and dad. For example, on a $750,000 house, an applicant can have $15,000 in a deposit, and then the equity contribution from the government could be up to $225,000. Is that right?
You're right, Shervo, and you mentioned about the bank of mum and dad. Well, a lot of people don't have access to it, and in a lot of cases it means that the great Australian dreams become a nightmare, and we don't want that. We want people to aspire to own a home, and what this does is it helps reduce that deposit gap, and it is what we're calling Boost to Buy. It is nation leading. We're fair income about it. I want people to be able to dream of owning a home, because in the end, so much of people's lives hinge on that aspiration, and if they want that, I want to be able to give them that opportunity in Queensland.
So does that mean your government become property investors, basically? Will you reap the rewards of capital gains over a period of time as well?
Well, Shervo, it shows how confident I am about the Queensland property market. So we effectively take a 25% stake if it's an existing home, up to 30% if it's a new home. And that's the reason behind that difference is we are trying to incentivise to get more homes into the market, because everything we're doing is about supply. Now, we've also removed stamp duty entirely for anyone buying or building their first brand new home. We've got a $30,000 first homeowner grant. I'm doing everything we can to fulfil the election campaign and the commitment we took to the people of Queensland, and that is to lift home ownership. Home ownership rates in Queensland are at 63.5%. That's the lowest in the country, and my vision is to go from last to first within a decade, and we're doing everything we can to get people into a home.
Is it going to become harder to buy a home for Queenslanders? Because as we head towards 2032, I'm constantly reading articles about interstate, international investment.
I've never been more optimistic about the future of Queensland, and what we'll do today in the budget is we will invest for that long term for things like infrastructure. We've also got to fix those services. You've heard me speak a lot about youth crime and health and housing, and that means we have to properly resource that. But the way to deal with that is to get supply into the market, and all of the things that we are talking about, it's all focused on how can we energise and get supply into the market. We've been speaking about what we're calling a residential activation fund to make sure that we can build that infrastructure to build new homes. We're on the cusp of a golden era in Queensland, we really are, and my message to people across the country, whether you're looking for a great place to live or a place to invest, we're open for business, and I've never been more optimistic about the future of our state.
Yeah, there's quite a bit in this budget, just having a look through it. Crime is a priority, $150 million going to extra police funding, and also the 2032 Games and the investment there, and trying to reduce debt along the way as well. Premier, thanks for your time, really appreciate it.